Yes. Another day, another attempt to do better in this game. Um, as per usual, I got a few suggestions to work on some of the issues that I gotten in one of the previous episodes in getting everything to crash here. One of the ways I can improve a little bit is by, improving on getting all of this in the hauler to start the moment I do something. Perhaps I should do that. Just have a button that I press and turns all the engines on, turns the batteries to auto, and turns the grid as well to work. To do that though, I would need some event controllers. So we're gonna do two things. First, we're gonna remove those batteries at the top that are broken, because I don't think I could ever get the power cells in a short amount of time to fix it. And the second thing is to install some better batteries and some event controllers to work on this exact issue. Then I was also thinking about making a little bit of a detour in terms of things to do. And one of those is trying to find more atmospheric thruster components for this ship. Just so I can get my sideways drift to stop. But first, let's do the obvious. Let's remove some broken batteries. Poor things. That's what you get for not activating everything. Alright. I have some better batteries. The only problem that I have is to install them, is one thing. I don't have... These are both broken, I believe. This one's missing all power cells. This one only has 5, so... It's not like that's... a good thing. This one is only missing some steel plates, so it's just empty. I believe that's the only battery that I have over here. Large ion thruster. Another large ion thruster. It's good for like a space robo miner or something like that. I think this is the only other small grid large battery. Oh, I think I walked past one. What I'm gonna do is just install them above one of these intakes, perhaps. Maybe even install them at the top. Just remove some of the batteries and just use the big batteries. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, the music is a little bit loud. Let me fix that for a second. As per usual, shout out to White Bat Audio, or the person behind it called Carl Casey, for all these wonderful royalty-free music tracks that apparently are just free to use, as long as you mention his wonderful name. So this battery is completely drained, but it should be working. Yeah, there's only 3.6% power. It's just fine as long as it works. So what we're gonna do is just install one of them here, and then we'll just leave this a little bit free in case we find more thrusters. Who knows, maybe we find some later on. Can I deinstall this? There we go, still got it. What a legend. Slight sizzling, but okay. Okay. Let's repaint these. They're both a little bit broken. No, only one of them is a little bit broken. Now I just have to lift it on top of there. That's the harder part. Then we still have the issue that some of the hydrogen tanks are not connected due to the small reactors being in the way. So we're gonna do that as well. Let's move these out of the way for now. And we're gonna move this small reactor out of the way. Let's hope I can lift it out of there. I guess not. Okay, let's be a little bit more creative then. Oopsie. Now the problem was that I installed these hydrogen tanks down here, but I never thought about how to connect them. For some reason I just thought that I connected from one end, and when I was working on the other end, or on that end, I was like, oh yeah, I already connected it on the other end. I've stated multiple times, I am not a smart man. Really pretending to be so. Hoping that nobody will find out that I'm actually a little bit of a dummy sometimes. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna fill it up with some conveyors. That way we still have at least some of the usability down there. I'm gonna put another block here just to make sure that everything is connected up again. Then we're gonna install these welding pads again. Both sides. Then we're gonna install these gyroscopes back up. There we go. And now we just have to weld pad the back. Oh, I think I'm standing not on a good edge. Good edge, Sharon. Okay, turn it a little bit. This way. Oop. There we go. That should be Okay, I'm lifting myself off the ground. I'm so strong I can, you know, counteract the forces of nature. It's pretty damn tough. Didn't know I was that strong. Okay, I don't know why it's off at the moment. Sure. I still don't understand why certain gyroscopes behave like they do, especially when you're moving them around. Everyone who never has done this challenge has no idea how weirdly fricked the gyroscopes are in terms of physics when moving them around. Like, look at this. I just picked it up. For some reason it always wants to weirdly move down. Doesn't matter where you grab them. Hmm. For realsies. For realsies. Well, I mean, okay. Interesting decision on your part, little gyroscope. Very interesting decisions on your part, gyroscope. I just want this and then downwards. I swear. What is your major malfunction? Okay, sure. We'll go with that. Okay. Let's install these big batteries now. Okay, let's install this one here. Oop, that's not what I wanted. A little bit backwards. Let's see if I have components. I don't have any small steel tubes. Let's get it. Here we go. Okay. Good. Second battery. We're gonna see how many event controllers we have around the base. Install this on the top here. See if we can hook these two up together. Okay. Good. Alright, let's see if we have any event controllers. I don't know actually. Broadcast controller, head control module, ore detector, smart detector, air vent. I don't really care about air vents. At least not in atmosphere. Maybe when we build a space miner. What is this? That's an ore detector. Wait, if that's an ore detector, then why do we have this one here? Okay, what are these? Antennae, programmables, batteries. It's a projector. Oh, it's a mini projector. Alright. I have to remember that I have a mini projector. Now the question is, do we have something with a event controller anywhere? We have a lot of gyroscopes and such. Do we have a small event controller? I do believe one of my constructions had something. A lot of AI control modules, for sure. Okay. Let's look at my little stockpile of random crap. That is a programmable block over here. Ion thruster. No event controls. Can I actually build them? Nope. Alright. Last place. Maybe they're over in this pile of crap. Batteries. Nope. No event control. So I can't really enact the idea that I had before. I sort of could have sworn that I've at least found one. But not even a single one? Or is it maybe in a pile somewhere that I haven't broken down yet? There's somewhere in between. Can't really think that I've broken one down. Right? I mean, it is possible. So, one thing that I am going to is a lot of things have spawned in the distance. A lot of that's an iron buster. I should break that down. A lot of materials, a lot of MES wreckages. Not MES wreckages, but the scrap scenario wreckages. So what we're gonna do is we are going to first set up everything at the top of this. It's a lot of force all of a sudden. It's very fast. I just need some more atmospheric thrusters on the sides. It's trying to repair me. Okay, there we go. First, let's see if we can recharge the ship a little bit. Okay. Put it to charge. I'm gonna first hook up all the batteries. This is the battery on top. I'm gonna call this hauler. Ooh, my caps lock is on. Hauler battery. Okay. Then there's one with access denied. That's not the other one, is it? They're both mine. This one's called Ash Battery. Sure. Let's check that. Probably invisible. It should show up. Alright, let's just call that hauler battery. Let's see. Are both of them now named different? Hauler battery? Oh. We called this the mole before? Oh, it's a large thrust. Okay, both are called hauler battery now. Okay. Then what we're gonna do is do battery. We're gonna do, no, it's not the SS battery. It's probably the only one is the hauler battery now. Yeah, so we're gonna remove this group. Then I think this is this battery. These are all the small batteries on the ship. Okay. Include then these two batteries as well. Yeah. Save them. We're gonna set them all to that. They're not all on charge, right? Are they? The ones in the top are set to charge. And if I click this button, and everything does the exact opposite. Okay, let me get those two batteries then. This one should be set to charge. Set it to auto, and I'll do that the same with the other batteries. Oh no, wait, everything should go to charge mode. That was the thing I wanted to do. Because if I now look, it now says all should be charging. Okay, are they charging a little bit fast? Not really. Okay, where's that thing dropping? How much fuel do I have? Let me just take care a little bit of that. I don't have any fuel at the moment. snooped it all. It's fine. There's a few things that I also still want to do. One of which is there's still quite a lot of materials in the distance that I should get over here from other ship chunks. That is something that I want to work on. Ooh, this is a new one. I have not seen this one. What's this? Modular cargo container. That is interesting. I've never seen that. What mod or what DLC is that from? Doesn't have any thrusters, so I don't think it's gonna fly away. Okay. Okay. Computers, sure. It's from the Contact DLC. What's the internal size? 10,000. This looks so good to make a vehicle out of. Don't I have that DLC? Or is that the newest one? I thought I had it. I don't even know what icon that is. Alright, let me see. Contact. I don't know which one that is. No idea. I at least know that I cannot build it in this game mode. I don't know in regular game mode. Okay, I'll save it so far. It may blow up in a little bit, but we'll get to that later. If not, then I can use it later to build like a new vehicle. It looks pretty nice, although it does take up quite a lot of space for the size it actually has. That's fine. Can my vehicle actually fly in here? Probably not, right? No, it's 2 blocks high. I don't think that will fit. Especially now with the batteries on the top. Could have made the batteries on the sides, but that would make it a little bit more dangerous. Alright. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if we can bring some more components over. Alright. Let's go for that spare part. Spare parts big grid. Put that tank to all on. Oh damn, which connector is it? I do it like this. Right, if I move a little bit further. Okay. That's this one, alright. Connector bottom, I should turn it into Atlas connector bottom. Then we should search for this bottom. And we're gonna put it here, we're gonna say switch lock. There we go. Let's go for that spare parts big grid yield mod. I love my big ship. I still don't understand why the hangar doors aren't working. Since we haven't gone to space, I haven't had really the reason to fix them. Okay. I should probably also activate the 2 hostile grids. Just so I remember where they are. I could just fly up and just shoot them to shit, but that's not. I forgot completely the braking speed on this. It's fine, we'll just do a drift. Okay, we're right above it. Oh. So, I don't remember really what I made here. Or why I call it spare parts. I guess I left the hydrogen thrusters on. Okay. How badly is it actually spare parts? Is there any thrusters facing downwards? There's thrusters facing downwards. There's quite a few of them actually. I guess that's why I called it spare parts. There's also an electrical or an engine somewhere here. Somewhere. There it is. I mean, to be fair, I could bring this with me right now. Looks like most of it is still intact. If I just dig out the bottom one, then I can just fly away with it. Yeah. Right, let me build a connection. Let's build a welding, a merge block. Hopefully I have the components for it. I completely forgot to bring them. This entire ship is used indeed for spare parts. The batteries are nice. What's this? Small hydrogen tank. Always nice. Oops. Alright, let's make the pad somewhere here. Right here should be fine.
Inventory full.
I need some large steel tubes. What about now? Computers. Where can I steal these from? Sure. Okay, let's install the Atlas. See if we can get this unhooked and also away from here. Okay. Let's turn that block back on so I can attach it when I get close enough. There, a little bit there. Straight up, backwards. Okay, we're getting close. There we go. Let's leave the thrusters on for now. Just in case something goes wrong, then at least it can fly for the time being. Okay. Now I wonder what's actually still out of the ground, because this all seems out of the ground. Okay, there's just small parts that are in the ground. Let's focus on that. That's interesting. Extra parts. Don't care much about the ammo. Okay. Okay, here are some parts that are... Oh, they're also free. Inventory full. Are they connected though to... No, they're not connected to any of the fuel. Okay, change that real quick, just so I have some extra lifting power. If I remove this one here, oh, that was not a lot of health. That's also not a lot of health. It's better. Okay. Is this on? Technically, yes. This has no power or no fuel. That one has fuel. Let me install this. There's some small steel tubing. There's some guardrails. I could snoop those away. But I don't. This is a yield module. It's always good. They're all broken. This is a small hydrogen tank that still has some in it, but it has nothing that it can connect with. The jump drive has 120 power cells and 900 superconductors. We could sacrifice that for its power cells to repair most of the batteries in the big ship. I have to think about that one. What if I just steal from this connector? I really only need the downward thrust, really. Okay. Are they on now? Okay, why not? something broken here? Oh yes, this is broken. This is also broken. Just steal some from these passages.
Inventory full.
Okay. This is really broken. I guess there's another thruster up here. Oh, but there's to the sides of it. Really, really broken. Okay, let me just see if some of these components are actually inside the ship. Okay, there's some large steel tubes in there. Quite a lot of them, actually. Okay, if we can just get the large steel tubes for that. Ooh. Alright. Is that enough to get these back to working order? Yeah. Why? Okay, why not this one? Is this one broken? Okay, this one's broken. Can I fix this? Otherwise I'm just gonna snoop that from somewhere. Okay, sure. So these three should be in working order. Yes. That's something, okay? That's 3 hydrogen thrusters worth of pushing power extra. I'm gonna take everything I can get at the moment. There's a connector here. It's fine, we don't really need it. There's a interior turret. Let's just break that down. There's extra components. Good. Don't care about that. Okay, what do we have here? There's some gyroscopes here. There's an ore detector. Sad for that, but we're really gonna destroy that. What's this? That's just a door. We don't really care about that. This is just a fireworks launcher. It's not the problem, really. We just have to unhook this from the ground. Okay, let's just drop off some resources. Let's hope those 3 hydrogen thrusters are enough. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to move the ship in chunks. I mean, it's fine, but if you move your ship in chunks, there's always a higher chance that something will go wrong. Seems like this part is really out of the ground right now. Yeah, okay. So it's not this side that's the problem. Seems like there's nothing here really. Oh, there's one. Oh. Okay. It's detached now. Otherwise my ship wouldn't. Oh, okay. Oh, good timing then.
Energy low.
Okay. Well, it's good that I'm just about ready.
Critical.
There we go. Alright, let's see if I have the capability of moving this. I actually do. I'm surprised by that, really. Oh, there are some loose parts in there. Even some forwards thrust. Look at that. Only 3 hydrogen thrusters are helping me push up. I mean, it's fine, really. I'm gonna have to build a foot for this, though. Or I'm gonna have to put it down real softly. I think I have to do that, because otherwise when I start breaking it down, it's gonna drop its components from 2 blocks extra. Well, here comes the spare parts, I guess. Start burning at 2.5 kilometers. Thank you so much, Atlas, for being such a bro. Hmm? Okay. Don't go down too fast. A little bit forwards. Just want to drop it a little bit closer to the ship so I don't have to fly too much. Okay. Let's go down. Let's just softly put it down on its belly. Okay. Now we should go to second tab and drop it. There we go. Gonna hook up over here for a second, I guess. No, you know what? We're gonna go directly to the next topic, I guess. We have an hour of fuel and we have 92% hydrogen storage, so I think we should be fine. The only problem we currently have is just our own hydrogen supply. So we're gonna quickly top off in the big ship. Here we go. Thank you. Topped off. Then we're gonna steal the... let's first put the components in the ship. Okay. We're gonna change the GPS coordinates after we're done with everything here. There we go. And let's go. Let's go up a little bit. Turn around. Oh wait, no, it was over there. So spare parts big grid can now go. With yield mod. We're gonna go for large potential part of the ship. So let's get to full speed. Go to tab 1. Turn off the backwards thrusters. So now we're gonna just change some GPS coordinates. So the one with the yield mod can go. This one is now gone. This one's now at the big ship. This is the good part about just having those reverse thrusters always set to off when you're flying at full speed. It will cause you to backburn a lot less. You can just let yourself get slowed by air resistance alone. And this will just cost you less fuel in general. Let's see, let's just stay away from that hostile small vehicle. Alright. I see a lot of burning in the distance. I don't remember how badly broken this part is. We're also going to be on the lookout for anything that might have a large atmospheric thruster. Still abandoned settlements spawning. Alright, that's 2.5 kilometers. We're going to start back burning. There we go. I think 2.5 kilometers is still too far. Right? Yeah. That's actually quite compact down there. Let's turn around already. Just to make sure we're facing the correct direction. Okay, then let's explore a little bit. It was called large chunk, but that's actually quite small compared to even the Atlas. Still so many. I think I might know why those smoke trails are with me. It's because I hooked to a half-broken ship, then move it, and then unplug it, so to speak. I guess this is what's left behind when you do that. There's a lot of thrusters on this thing. Alright, let's take a look. I saw a lot of ion thrusters, I believe, as well, which is a good sign. Yes. Oh yeah, this is a good ship chunk. So we're just gonna hook it up to here, I guess. Okay, let's hook up to that. Would be nicer if I was actually in the distance or in the proximity of those doors and not just stuck behind something. Alright, let's see, what is the part? I think it would be best to hook up to this part. I don't even know if it's better to even keep some of these parts intact and just hook it up as is. But we'll see that when we get to it. Okay, let's activate the merge block again. There we go. Okay. Let's see what this base is all about. There's some intact batteries, that's always good. There's some large storage. Oh yeah, these had the storage shelves, that's true. AI control module. Just some random gravity components, reactor components, and superconductors, and some thruster comps. Intact gyroscopes. These interior walls can just go. We'll work on something later. Small interior walls, more interior walls. Batteries, always good to have intact batteries. More gyroscopes. Nuclear reactors, 6 of them. A jump drive. Yeah, this is very worth. Now we just have to. Aww, that's gonna be an issue. These are just rocket turrets, so that's not a problem. Alright, we got some digging to do. I can also break them If it's just these 4, they're all very broken. There's some ion thrusters on this side. Okay. I can just remove this part as well, come back if I ever need it.
Inventory full.
Yeah. Inventory full. I know. Boop. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna unhook the ion thrusters from the rest of the base. Oh, there's an O2H2 generator. I kinda want that. Oh, this is just a light armor block. If I ever need these ion thrusters, I'll just come back here for them. My heart sank there for a second. I thought the entire ship was coming down at that speed. That would have not been good, because that means that the Atlas would come after it. Right, let's see. These are now detached. Oh, that means that the... Oh, that's an assembler. Oh, okay. Then it's not the most important thing. That's not mine at the moment. Let's just do this for a second. Remove these Gatling and rocket turrets.
Inventory full.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Let's remove it. Now, technically, this should have detached everything. Do we actually have some upwards facing thrusters on this thing? Oh, I think so. I think those were the only ones. Well, let's see what happens when I do this. Yep, it's loose. Alright, let's see if I have the thrust to get this part home. There we go. Not easily, but we're staying at least in the air. Let's go to the big broken ship. Backwards facing thrusters are off. I could have turned the thrusters on of the ship. I believe there's some hydrogen in there. But it doesn't matter if we can manage to get back. There's a potential rear of the ship, the part that we're gonna use for all the upwards thrusts that we're gonna need to remove this big broken ship from our planet. Is going to be an important part as well. The potential rear of the ship, the second part, so to speak. Because the large hydrogen thrusters that that thing has are going to be very important for us. This one is flush with the ground as well, so we're going to just put this flush on the ground, like the previous one. The spare parts big grid was one of the first, the one over there 20 kilometers away. it was one of my first explorations, and I do believe there's some good parts, but I think it's mostly like batteries. I'm not sure if it has some large hydrogen thrusters though. It might have. I might also explore it for a bit. Just get everything over here. Oh, I should have already started back burning. A little bit late. Just make a little bit of a evasive maneuver, I guess. Use the side burners to slow down. And the back burners. Alright. Let's put it down next to the other chunk that we got. Don't go down too fast. Slowly put it down. There we go. Okay, detach that. Let's jump out. Quickly grab that connector. The merge block. There we go. And let's go for that potential, the large potential part. Whee! Alright, how much do we have? We have 86% and we have 3 days of standard flying, 1 hour of movement, 46 minutes of proper burning. That's fine. 46 minutes of just forwards thrusting, but do look when I turn this off, it's still at 1 hour, so we should be fine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for spare parts big grid. See if it's movable. Oh, let me move my microphone up. Here's your moment of posture check. Make sure to not sit as a pretzel in your chair. And watch that back. I forgot who was the person who I watched that's had that posture check. Was that Lil Aggie? I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. I've not heard that quite a lot during his videos. The tower we checked last episode, or a few episodes before it, just to see if there was anything there that we needed, but there was not really anything. And then we still have our starter ship, the base ship, that we can still move over as well. So if the big chunk that we're flying towards now is not good to move, then we're just gonna see if we can move base ship. I just know that base ship is quite stuck in the ground. So it's gonna be quite difficult to get that out without spending too much time there. But we'll see. At least with this ship we can move at 100 meters per second. That way we're at least twice as fast as we would with the standard rover. And let's just say that if I merge block 2 ship parts together, the Atlas can move quite a lot more. I think it's then also aptly named the Atlas, since Atlas was the Titan from Greek mythology that could lift up, that had to lift up the entire world. And now we're lifting materials to get off of this world. So I think it's sort of aptly named. I think could I think of a better Titan name to really give it to us? Okay, let's start decelerating at 2.3. See if that's enough. The little thread underneath on the ice of where I moved underneath the ice. It's pretty funny. Okay. It was indeed a large chunk. Oh, wait, no, this is the backside that I just looked at. This has some large hydrogen thrusters. That's good, because I do need some more. Okay. Oh, it was this one. Yeah. I remember this one. Okay. Let's install the merge block. Whee! Okay, let's just install it up here. Should be fine. Yeah, well, let's just do it here. Not completely centered though. But for some reason it doesn't want to place here. So we'll just install it here. Let's hook this up. Then we're gonna see how much we can activate from the ship. Just so we can fly home. I love that we're also angled from just flying over from the other side of the planet. Even though we were straight when we left, we're now crooked. Due to the drop. Flat earthers be damned. Okay. So let's see. Did this have a front somewhere? There's this chair here. Oh, that looks interesting actually. Alright. So let's see. There's nothing selected right now. There's two big hydrogen thrusters over there. There's some parts stuck. They should then probably not be stuck in the ground. Since I can see a block that is in the ground. Let's leave that intact. What's this? Ooh, I sure hope that is indeed free. We'll see if it is sooner than later. Oh, I don't want to break that. Okay. Yeah, there's a block in the middle. We have to destroy that block as well. There's the block. Let's hope we can get most of this detached without issue. Especially these.
Inventory full.
Okay, let's dump some stuff in the Atlas. Well, the good thing about this ship is that... Oh, lag. I do think that we have enough thrust upwards. Especially if we can turn most of these hydrogen thrusters on. It's just, can we disconnect it from anything else? Like, it's so thin, and I just hope that no hitboxers are stuck underground. I know there's some extra blocks underground. I just hope that stuff like these thrusters are just now completely free. So far, yeah, nothing yet. I think there's still some more blocks. Yeah. Here's one. Okay, more blocks drop off. This is a very important haul. Let's just put it like that. These hydrogen thrusters are going to be the backbone of this entire ship. It is underground. Yeah. If it wasn't, the ship would probably now be free. Well, maybe this can still be in the ground, yeah. Well. Ooh. Is it? Alright, I'm gonna save, because if it's indeed still partially underground, this might blow up that hydrogen thruster. And that would be bullshit. Okay, let's save real quick. Oh, I wanna save. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Do we stay floating? We do. Alright. I'm gonna quickly activate the thrusters for the bottom part. Could have done that from the other one as well. But now I at least know which ones are all from this ship. Mostly also because, yeah, that's what I thought. The thrusters from the other one are all hidden. No downwards facing ones. I guess they're either stuck in the ground somewhere. Well, it's fine. We at least have some forwards momentum thrust that we don't have to do solely out of our Atlas thrusters. Okay. Let's move this back. Oh wait, let me first start boosting. Then turn off the counter boosters. And then we can turn on GPS tracker. Okay. So that was spare parts big grid, if I am not mistaken. Yeah. Okay, spare parts big grid. That can now be deleted as well. Okay, so this has 2 large thrusters, a lot of small thrusters, a lot of components that are very useful, batteries, some hydrogen tanks, more batteries, large cargo, industrial. For the rest, it's mostly just some iron, some light armor. Is this thing still called Rex? Did I not call this? Wow, okay. What about now? Good. Okay, we'll activate dampeners around, or the reverse thrusters at around the... yeah, 2.5 kilometer mark. We are heavier now, so we should. There we go. We probably don't have any counter thrust from this thing. Okay. Okay. Okay, we overshot a little bit just because I pressed the gas pedal a little bit when we were flying past it. Is this flush with the ground? Not really. Okay, we're gonna have to make a foot for this one. Otherwise it's gonna tip over, maybe break some important components, who knows. So let's put a foot on it. So let's put the foot here. Yeah, let's put it here. Gotcha. Let's park it. And then we have done some exploration with the Atlas again. Mm-hmm. Let's see, are we going a little bit closer? Yeah, we are. Okay, let's see if we can place it down softly now. Softly. That should be it. Good. Let's recharge at least our batteries. Then we'll also gather up some ice real quick. Brake check. Okay, let's place it down at our refueling spot. Oh, went a little bit too fast. That's a little bit crooked. Okay, let's fly backwards a little bit. Let's put it flush. Go downwards. Okay. Let's reactivate the merge block. Go down. Okay. This should be it. Good. Reactivate the connector. Then okay. Let's do something for the time being. Oh, I forgot to turn off the thrusters. Save up on some hydrogen. Now, my dear viewer, Amando, Black Void? Dark Void? Black Void. Dark Void. Don't know. Have to check real quick. Don't want to forget that name. I remember numbers really well, but names are usually a bit of an issue, let's just put it like that. Analdo Black Void, that's the one. Already gave me the idea of a miner for ice and hydrogen, and yes, that is indeed the plan that I was gonna go for. I know of a way to set up that sort of stuff with event controllers, but I don't have any large grid event controllers to my usage right now. So I'm gonna do something very crude, something very rude. Now, there's iron underneath my base. And I can do something very clunky and just mine down as well while gathering the ice. That is one thing I could do. But I think what I'm gonna do for now is just gather some ice around the base. Because I'm planning to make this base obsolete in the future. Once most in the big broken ship is done, I will systematically break down this base and turn it into something of base components for my ship over there. I don't really need the refineries. I might need the assemblers, but we'll work on that when we get there. But these large cargo containers and also the components and materials that are inside are so useful. If we're gonna get to that later. Of course, the hydrogen tanks are also very useful. So for now, what we're gonna work for is gathering the ice around the base a little bit. So let's just install a drill and let's just gather just one chunk full. I need steel plate. We install it on top of one of these. We can just immediately get them into somewhere else. Let's do the till block, drill. Then we'll just gather it by holding left mouse button. It's not gathering any materials. Hello. Why not? Is it not close enough, I guess? Hmm. I mean, I can take this a little bit next level. Is this one on? Yes. Okay, good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some interior plates first. Good. I'm just gonna build a little bit. Oh, what? But it said I needed it. Okay. Maybe that was for the drill. There we go. Let's just build a little bit out. Okay. Okay, there we go. I was waiting why it took so long. I'm gonna build an advanced rotor here. I need steel plates for that. Sure. We're gonna do this. Then we're gonna do a hinge, a hinge. A piston. Gonna have to wait a little bit before it finishes making these. Otherwise it's gonna fall over. Let me just take a drink. This is your moment to hydrate yourself, to make sure that you do not dry up like a prune. Hydration is the key to success. Come on. Almost done. That's the reason why I didn't build the other parts yet. Then we're gonna build a piston. And then on top of that, we're gonna place a drill. Okay, don't know why the audio is stuck over there. Like right over there. There we go. It was a bit stuck in its own mind, I guess. So, with this weird system, what we can do is we can do this. Turn this on. Turn it off. Let's do ice drill. Ice hinge. Ice hinge. Ice advanced rotor. Then we're gonna quickly go into the QK menu. We're gonna search for ice. We're gonna select these all for some reason. Where's the option? Why can't I see the option? Do I have to be in a helm of some sorts to do that? Thought it wasn't necessary to activate the... Oh, that's the wrong way. Thought I didn't need to do that in this area, but sure, let's check it out. No, it still doesn't show up. I don't know why. What I was going for was the button for share inertia tensor. You know, the button that I was working for so hard the other day to find out where it was. Okay. Here we go. Let's just gather some ice for the time being. This is a very crude system, I know. But it gets the job done. Okay, see if it at least gathered some ice. I don't even know where the ice is. There's some in O2H2 generators. It's quickly being processed though. It's probably also recharging the Atlas. Which it should. How long is it gonna take before these batteries are full? 47 minutes. Damn. I mean, that's the problem that you have when you don't have all your windmills set up, I guess. Can this now at least be fully recharged? Yes, I think it can. As I finally installed my the hydrogen tanks correctly. Good. So, how far are these? They have some in them. Did I set this one to gathering hydrogen? No, I didn't. Let's do that at least, and then gather some more ice. Just until I see a little green blip on the large hydrogen tanks at the base. Let's see, minus 180 is the other side, so let's just make a half moon. Mm-hmm. Okay. Don't see a blip yet on the tank, I think. Let me check real quick. There's already 40k in the large cargo container as well. Oh, this one's still going. Oh my god, that jump scared me. Okay.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Come, make it. And it's fixed again. Okay. Was it only that you could share an inertia tensor if it's in the same group? I don't think it was. Oh, I need to have to drill. What? What's happening? Is the power out? Yeah. The power is being drained. Probably because the O2H2 generators. Damn. Interesting. Never seen him do this. Whoops. You know, I don't think I can install anything big on this. No. Otherwise I would have installed the solar panels there. I could install the solar panels here. Okay. Let's just I find it interesting though. They're trying their best to work with this, but they're struggling. Max power 0. Okay. Well, let's at least bring the hauler over to our main area. Let's switch the batteries back to auto. Turn on these pistons. Turn on these thrusters. The hydrogen is out. Damn. Okay. There's some hydrogen being pumped back into this. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait till 5% and then I'm gonna fly over to the other one. %5 should at least get me close. We're gonna see how quickly we can recharge on this station instead. There we go. Let's see, can I fill it here? Yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. So, let's see what we have brought back. So on this side we still have the ship we took the yield module refineries out of, and the assembler. There's still quite a lot of good broken components here. Still sad about this yield module, but we can get those superconductors to fix that. Then we have still a ship here that still has 2 large cargo containers. O2H2 generators, we can fit those in. Hydrogen tanks, 2 big ones. Then it has 1 large hydrogen thruster. And we have quite a lot of ion thrusters around. So we're going to use most of these to fix the ship as well. Then we have some extra components inside here, including I think an assembler with 2 speed modules. Yes, 2 speed modules. I mean, that's still fine. You have some batteries. Then, on the other side, we have 3 new ships. We have this ship chunk, which has a lot of hydrogen and ion thrusters on this side, including 1 large broken one and 1 large repaired one. Sort of repaired one. At least it has all the important thruster components. This one has 0, so I think that one is just gonna be a spare parts. We can use the large ion thruster actually as one of those downwards facing ones. Then we have here a large cargo container intact. An O2H2 generator, some cargo containers. It has a jump drive for the superconductors. Now, we still need some jump drives in this ship as well, so we're gonna have to move some of them. I think we have already altogether like 3-4 jump drives, so we'll get to that part later. Now this part at the front, I think what this was is these gravity generators. What they did was exert a thrust that way. So a ship chunk would be made, or would be spawned, then it would be made by these welders, then it would be detached by this merge block, and then these gravity generators would just fire the thing forwards. That sounds interesting, but we don't need it to get off of this planet, so we might take that entire part down. How interesting it also sounds, I think it's gonna make me spend a lot of time on something that I'm not gonna use. Let's break that down. I think for the time being I'm already gonna start repairing a lot of the chunks over here as well. How much iron do we still have left? We have something in here? No. Okay. How many iron blocks or iron ingots do we still have left in the refinery? Only some nickel. Okay. I mean, that's a good indicator that we could perhaps set up another mining run to at least get some components back in here. Yeah, let's do 1 mining run. Let's just at least get some progress done. Okay. 1 mining run coming up. There's quite a lot of components we can gain from grinding up the other ships as well, but I'd rather just kickstart the entire process a little bit while we're grinding down the ship. So far I think we're just gonna focus on making a setup where we can place thrusters very easily. So we're probably gonna dig out like a 2 wide area that we can then attach 1 thruster, connect it with either merge blocks. I think it's just gonna be merge blocks. Then connect it up and place the second. Then connect it up, place the third, connect it up, and make like rows of like 5 to 7, 8 thrusters in a row, either ion or hydrogen thrusters. And I think that would be the easiest way to make the ship at least flyable again. With that, I can even detach large rows together, connected still together, and place them all at the same time into a ship. We'll see about that, at least. For the time being, we're just first gonna mine some iron. We're almost to the point where we can turn around and start mining a little bit around us. Right, let's just start mining real quick. I know there's a lot of ice and stone in there. I'm just gonna manually remove some of these as well. Just to help a little bit. It's gonna take a while, but that way we can at least get a little bit more of a fuller inventory of iron and nickel. I also have to be careful that I don't get too much nickel, because I don't really need it at the moment that much. I mean, it's nice to have for all the motors, but could have maybe installed a larger connector, but then the blocks would be more in the way. Okay. Let's check. A lot of stone. But I have to be careful that I'm not too full on ore, that I can't even drive out of it anymore. I mean, it has already a lot of iron, right? Yeah, 16k here. Okay. With all this, let's see if we can at least drive out of here. Easy. Wait, was that all? Oh boy. That is a full inventory of iron. Like, what is that? That is 117.4. That's 20.4. It's 24.6. That's 28.7. 28.7k iron ore. I don't know with 4 yield modules how much iron ingots that is. But it should at least get me up to snuff for at least the beginning part. This is not perhaps the fastest method, but at least it's a consistent method. And for now I just need consistent progress to get me through most of this. Okay. Let's hook it up. let the refinery do its work. Then we're just gonna install a new repair station a little bit further down the line. And we're just gonna make like 1,500 steel plates. Right, there we go. I don't have a button for the connector. Wow, that's pretty shitty. Right, connector. Big connector. Just to do it there and do switch locks. There we go. Boop. Yeah, I heard the refinery turn on. Very far in the distance. Oh, the music stopped. How long has that been stopping? Okay. We need iron for now. Is this on? Yeah, I can hear it clicking. Okay. There we go. There's some connectors down here. How far do these go? They go through this entire under part. What was underneath here, I wonder? There's just some thrusters here, but I don't know. Otherwise, like, I'll just hook up these parts together. I'm also gonna make the interior of the ship, like the main lines, make a different color as well. So all the connectors are gonna have a different color that are just the main artery system of the ship, so to speak. I would really prefer yellow for that. Hazard yellow. Oopsie. Let's see, do we have those components? Yes. Except the 2 motors. That's fine. We can set up some motors in the production as well. We have the nickel. It's fine. Let's just install some nickel then. Okay. Then, what we're gonna do is install a repair kit right over here. Or not repair kit, a repair system. Okay. Don't have enough all the components for this. Get at least all the parts done for all of these. Okay. More construction components. Okay. Still need some parts. Now there's gonna be a big grind episode coming up. That is just going to be a lot of grinding. I am unsure yet. No, that was just a piston part. I'm unsure yet how I'm gonna do this. I might turn it into a large sped up video with some
Inventory.
some over talking and some music, just to make sure that it's not just looking at grinding for 3 hours or something. So I think next episode is gonna be mostly that, where I'm gonna try to free up as much of the main component of the ships we carried over to here. Just so we can start moving stuff around. Nope. Just break some connectors in some of these. Oop, like this. Or this. Or this. And perhaps I can fix that building system. Some computers and some construction components. I think these have construction components. These have some construction components. Interior walls have some construction components. Now I need some computers. Okay. What about now? Ooh, fancy music. Need some computers. What do you need currently the most? Metal grids. I don't have cobalt. Okay, I need some computers. Oh, lag. That's 2 computers, but that's not enough. Do you have computers? You have some computers. A lot, though. But now I should have enough computers. Alright. Oh, I'm crooked. Oh. Okay, my flying is a little bit sporadic today. Okay. Let's put this to welding only. And let's turn it on. Now this should be able to connect more to the area over there. And then the only thing I really need for now is just a mass amount of steel plates. Let's look in the inventory of our refineries. Yeah. I wonder, where are those basic refineries? They should be somewhere here then. Oh, they're here. Alright. Interesting. Why are they connected to this? How are they connected? Because the interior is just connected to this, and goes to this refinery here. This refinery is not hooked up to anything else. So I guess what's happening is that
Energy low.
they're going from there all the way through here because they're not being stopped by this location. That's the reason why I said that I needed to put a conveyor sorter in the middle here. So I guess that's what we're gonna work with the next time. There we go. So this is all just different colors as well. That's the reason why it looks so broken. That's fine. I still like that it was right over here, the flight seat. So random. I mean, at some point we have to work on how to build something working as a cockpit as well. And I think the majority of the living area, quote unquote, is going to be all on the top. But we'll work on that later as well. So for now, what we're working on is we're going to open the roof on this part as well. We're going to install most of the same on this part. So we're going to install another refinery over here. Then we're going to install some other parts over here as well. We're going to install quite a lot of O2H2 generators down the line. Probably in this area here. So we're going to open this side and we're going to open these blocks. And we're just going to drop in the hydrogen tanks later on in this area. And then we're going to put some hydrogen tanks on top of it. Just so we have the back part done. And we're going to really work from the back sides to the front side. So next episode, what I'm gonna either do is I'm gonna either build some more parts inside the ship, or I'm gonna do the grinding. I have to think about what I'm gonna do next. There's quite a lot of stuff still to do, but that's at least the plan for now. That was at least all the time I had for this episode. If you like this episode, then thank you very much for watching all the way over to this part. That was a 2-hour episode, so hats off for anyone who has watched up until this point. And yeah, if you liked it, then be sure to look out for the next episode. You could subscribe if you are not already. Although I would suspect that a lot of people will not probably make it all the way to this part. And with that, I will say, see you in the next episode. And bye-bye.